So this is just a quick update. I've just been very busy, so I haven't had a lot of bench time, and a few things happen here and there. They just keep me busy. So I more or less finished the Batplane from Aurora for the Aurora group build, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. But that's done. So when I have time to properly do it, I'll make a video for that. What else we got? Still working on the Talbot Lago for the F1 Grand Prix build or group build, and I've got the two wheels done as far as putting the spokes on, but now I've got to put spokes on these two. These tires are a little bit thinner and a hair smaller than the rear ones, so it's going to take a little bit of more work. But I don't see any problems with that. I just have to be in the zone to do it because it really tests my patience. So, but it'll be fine. Started messing around. I got the engine house together. I've got to study some more pictures online and decide which way I want to go with it and see what's there. I'm still debating what to do with this nose. I'd like to cut all this out, but I haven't figured out a way to properly make these grill parts. And I've had a few ideas in my head, but I don't want to do anything too complicated or too expensive. You know, I just have to think about it a little more. If worst case scenario, I'll just paint it and then put some wash in there, a dark wash. But I really don't want to do that. But I've got to think about a way that I can do it that'll make me happy. I noticed on the model, on the box, it looks like a screen. So I'm gonna look, I need to find some good pictures of the front of the car. And I know they used this car for more than 1 year, and there were modifications along the way. Not all these cars are the same. But if I can find one that has like a mesh grill, I might be able to do that. A little easier than trying to just make the... I'm guessing they did the lines. It's possible that they molded just the lines in there so that it was just easier to mold and easier to make when they were making the mold process. Just easier to carve a couple lines in there. So we'll see about that. The four-wheel drive Ford pickup is still in limbo. I'm not in a rush with it, but I'm still tinkering around with it. I'm still not happy with the color, so that kind of dampened my mood on it. But I'm pretty sure that once I get the tires on the suspension and start to work on putting an engine in it and everything like that, I'll be all fired up again, and I will be on fire to get it done, and we'll see how that goes. Now, another project I started was this one, the John Wick Chevelle. I was going to have the parts to do the Mustang, but the Mustang, I need to make my own decals, which is not a problem, but it just takes time to do the artwork and the measurements and all that, because on that Mustang, on the Mustang, not the Chevelle, on the Mustang, there's a graphic that goes along the bottom of the car, which is done with, vinyl, not vinyl wrap, but I'm sure it's some kind of vinyl material they cut out and put on there. It's not an actual decal, but I need to make that decal for that Mustang. And there's some other minor things I've looked at, and it's not going to be hard to replicate the car, I don't think. But then since I had this one, though, I thought, well, I'll do this one first. And there's another reason why I did this car too, but I'm not going to say anything about it now. I'll show you when I'm done. And over the last couple of weeks or so, I got the body ready, and then I shot the body. Finally had some good weather when I was home. Usually, you know, I'm at work. It's a nice sunny day. I get home, it's raining. So I'm not being able to paint. I took I sanded off all the emblems on this car because they provide decals, and the emblems were so shallow that I was pretty sure paint would just cover them up, and they would just be blobs, and then you gotta try to detail them out with a paintbrush or some kind of marker pen, and I just couldn't see that happening. So I sanded them off and then put the decals on there. The decals on for the trunk and the hood, they actually laid down very well. They're not too thick, they're not too thin, they're just right. They do want to settle down. Once you put them down, they're not easy to, you know, move all over the surface. So I would recommend, I ran out, I'm going to have to get some more. I don't have any of the setting solution. I have a little bit left, but it's old. So I'm going to have to get some new stuff for that. Not a problem. But the decals I thought were very good. They're not, I mean, you might be able to see the black. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's possible you might see a little bit of the black, just a little bit underneath it. If I took it out in the sun, I'd really have to check it that way. I don't like the way this cowling thing is here, so I'm probably going to have to use a Gundam pin or something and outline that. So, and I forgot to sand off the cowl induction logos. They're so shallow, I didn't see them on the hood. I mean, I just didn't notice them. And then once I put the decal on there, then I noticed there was something there. And then I see on the box that faintly there's there. And then of course I looked at the decal sheet, and it does say cowl induction on the hood. So I would recommend sanding those off too, because they give you decals, silver decals that say cowl induction and go on there. And that's what I'm going to do. When these decals have dried for a few days and everything's not going to come off, then I'll put those decals on there. After everything is all done and the car and the paint is gassed out and the decals are set and all that stuff's done, then I will probably maybe put a coat of clear on it. I'm still debating that in my head. And that's about it. The engine's going well, just normal 396 454 big block, nothing special about it. I got to paint the transmission. It's a manual transmission. It does come with pad printed tires. They give you the wheels to make the car and the movie. What's very interesting though is I've never built this Chevelle before. They give you these that look like a 6-gun thing, and I was thinking about drilling those out. I mean, those would almost be like a John Wick wheel. I mean, these are just regular old mag wheels. So I thought hard about that, but I like these wheels so much I'll probably use them on something else. So I'm going to go ahead and use these since they added these to the kit. But I've never built this Chevelle. I've looked at it many times, but I would prefer, I've built over the years in my lifetime 2 or 3 of the Monogram 70 Chevelle. I think it's a 70, but it's the same similar body style, and that's a great kit. And this kit is not, in my mind, as good as that kit is. And that's why when you see those kits on eBay, they go for $50, $60, $70 when they're sealed, because they're just a great kit. And they haven't been released in a while, too, for some reason. I don't know why Revell hasn't reissued that Chevelle from Monogram. But, I mean, this kit isn't super bad. There's very little flash. And everything seems to be proportioned correctly. I mean, I can't really talk about the whole build because I haven't finished it yet. But I just did the chassis in a dark gray. And then I'll have to probably as much as I hate it, I'll probably do the interior in flat black. Well, the seats might be vinyl, so I'll probably hit those with just a quick light coat of clear, just to add a little shine to them, because they would be vinyl normally. And then I'm going to mask off and do the gas tank on there. This is the color of paint I got for my Talbot Lago, which is French blue. I built a Talbot Lago. This specific smear kit I built before, and I painted it this color, and it looked great. So I'm just going to paint this one the same color. And that's it. I don't have anything new. I do have another kit that was new that didn't get added on the last video. The last video stopped. It just abruptly ended because something went wrong with the file, or so. I don't know what happened. When I was editing it, I thought it was fine. But when I exported it, for some reason, it cut off like the last model. There was another brand new model that I received, and I was showing everything in the box and everything, because I'll probably build it soon, and that didn't show up. So that will probably be in another video as well. And I'm going to leave it with that. This is what's going on at the bench. Not a lot. I have today off, but I actually have just a few errands, and I ran those this morning, so I actually get some bench time today. And I still have some other computer work I have to do for something, and that's it. I just wanted to give an update because I hadn't posted in a while, and at least I'm still building and things are still happening. So with that, I will catch you next time. Later.